let me tell you. Well, I'm just hopping on the Coffee Express right now. Ooh, I needed that coffee, baby. Forget about it. Oof, ah. Plus, I need a vape right now. So, how you guys doing? Anyway, hey, I'm here because I'm going to bring you here. It's the Cyclone. The AFC Cyclone from Vicious Ant, I tell you. Oofa, forget about it. This little baby right here, forget about it. This thing is going to be hitting you like there's no tomorrow. It's going to be like a bunch of cinnamon titties on a freight train. Forget about it. It's going to be whiffing. It's going to be literally up in your face. Vapor, taste, literally. Forget about it. Ooh, need another sip. All right, so let's get back to this. I tell you, this little baby right here. This little thing right here. I can't believe how it performs. This little bazooka over here. Oofa, I tell you. And it's such a small deck. It has a very small deck. Very small. Yeah, that's bad. That doesn't go with cinnamon titties, does it? Small, big titties, boobies? Nah, I don't think so. But anyway, this is a small addy that can perform. Okay, forget about it. Oh, let me show you. Now, I'm going to show you the deck. Check that out. Very, very, very tiny. But let me lower the cam so I can actually give you a better preview. And we're going to be building a coil on this. We're going to do dual coils, micros, baby. Forget about it. With some cotton. Yeah, cotton. So, here it is. Up close and personal, baby. Vicious Ants Cyclone. Yep. This one, they put the center pole in the middle, and they actually added the negative pole on the side. Instead of spreading them both out evenly, that's the total design that they did on the deck. And it's extremely, extremely tiny, as you can see. It says Vicious Ant, okay? And you actually got to use these, okay, to screw and unscrew the hex. It's a quite simple setup. As you can see, it's not really going to be a complicated setup at all. I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful looking mod, and here it is. Here's the AFC control, okay? And with this AFC control, you have the choice of enabling dual coils, okay, or blocking one side as well, okay? And being that we're going to be setting up dual micros, well, we're going to be using both ends. We're going to be using both sides for this example, okay? So for this, I'm going to be using 28 gauge wire, and we're going to be start setting up some coils. Ooh, wow, forget about it. Woohoo! So let me start getting these coils going for you. 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you think? 5 or 6? Let's do 5. Oh yeah, that's gonna be too hot. 6. Ooh, wow. So now it's just a matter of tightening it up. So how you guys been? How you guys doing? Are you guys excited for Vape Bash? I know you are. Come on now. Yep. Vape Bash, baby. Ooh, yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wire, which is coming from below the drill bit. Okay. There's one that comes from below, which is this one right here, and this one's coming on the top. Okay. So I'm going to take the lower one, and I'm going to apply it on the negative channel. See, because the hole is on down, it's lower than the one in the center. So it'll actually it'll match out evenly. So very gently, just put one in the hole. Put the next one in the hole. And like so, push it in. Okay. Like that. Okay. Now, when you got it like that, what I want to do is yank on them, because I want to straighten them out a little. All right. Get some nice tight wraps in there. Okay. So I just pull on it. Okay. Once that's done, Okay, what I'm actually going to do is very gently, very easily, I'm just going to pull like that. Okay, and I'm going to start working on the other coil. So we're going to stick this in where the sun don't shine. Very gently so you don't prick yourself. Okay. And we'll straighten out the other wraps in a moment, but as you can see, I gently push it in like so, like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is line up the wraps by pushing it in like that, and I yank on it like that. As I yank on it, I pull them up. See? They're up. The tails are facing up. Now what I'm going to do is stick the drill bit back in very gently. And I line it up. I squeeze them a little bit together. And like that. Okay, so now what I do is I cut the tails. Let me see if I can focus that. There we go. Now I cut the tails. Yes, Addies have tails. Then what I do is I press the remaining tail onto the hex, onto the poles, very gently. And this is how she looks. And we're still not done. I'm still not done. Okay? So, once that's done, woohoo! We take a mech mod. This one I'm going to take my Chi Yu. And I'm going to fire it. Beautiful, right? Yes, sir. Okay, now that I'm heating up the coils, what I'm going to do is take the pliers, and I'm going to squeeze them very, very gently. Like so. Fire it up again. Now I work on the other one. Do the same thing. Very gently. Okay? So, as you can see, she can light up a freaking basement, I tell you. Forget about it. Now, another thing that I would recommend is when you mount these coils, I don't know if you could see the height of these two coils. You see that? See that end over here is a little lower versus this one. So you take your drill bit and you adjust it. Okay? You even it out. And what I'm doing is I'm just pulling it up a little. That's all. And this one, even it out. And it's almost there. And now, if you look at it, see that? Now they're even. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a pen? Hoo-yah! And as you can see, she fires beautifully. Okay? So now we're going to start adding the cotton. Ooh, oh yeah, baby. Forget about it. So take some cotton, and we really don't need all this. It's just that I can already measure it, and I just start, you know, finessing it. And I like a little bit resistance, not too much, but just enough. So there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert it in. Alright, so now I'm going to insert it in, baby. Just like that. Okay? Then I start pulling from this side slowly, because I want it to give me some resistance. There we go. That's good. Now I can cut it. Okay? So I cut it like that. And I cut this end. Okay? And look at that. Nice and fluffy, like a nice little bow tie. Okay? And I do the same on this end. Okay? And I cut. Okay. And I cut here. Just like that. And this is how she looks. Beautiful, right? Woohoo! So now what I can do is, now I can start adding some juice. So I'll be right back. Hold on, let me reset the cam. Okay, so now I'm putting it on the ohm meter, and this is where we're at. 0.5 ohms. Okay, not bad, not too shabby, not too shabby. Forget about it for 6 reps, alright? Forget about it. Ooh, yeah. I'm telling you, it's such a small deck, you really don't need to go any lower, man. It's just, like, it destroys the flavor of the juice a lot because of the heat. It's just a very, very small deck. And you're going to get a lot of vapor, believe me when I tell you like this. So I'm going to put a fresh bat, SX22s, forget about it. Put that in there on my Cheat U. Put this on. And the juice. The juice. The juice. You know what I'm going to put on? Think about it. What do you think? It's going to be cinnamon titties. Cinnamon titty fever, baby. Cinnamon titties. Yes, from Fluid Vapor. Put this on. And what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to apply it onto the wrap just very gently. And as I do that, I stick the cotton underneath the actual wraps. I'm going to show you how I do that in a sec. And how it looks. Because when you add juice to the cotton, what's going to happen is the cotton expands. Okay? And it's going to give you even more resistance. Okay? So, but you want to make sure that this thing is completely soaked. Okay? So, take this. And what I do is I slide in the cotton right underneath the wrap. Like that. See that? So I slide it right under. So that way it grabs all the juice from the base, okay, as you drip. It helps because there's some height on the wraps. There we go. So this is something I picked up. Let me focus that for you. See that? So I actually, you know, slide the cotton right underneath the wraps. Okay? See that? So as you drip, it's going to automatically absorb it. And it's going to be already hitting the wraps, which that's what you want. Okay? So now, like I said, being it's duals, there's only one way to do this. When you're going to apply the duals on this, where it says Cyclone, okay, the engraving, you want that on the opposite side. So you want that on this side, And on this side where the 2 wraps are, that's where you want this end with the non-engravings. There we go. So let's vape. Ooh-wee! I tell you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mm. Oh, man. Mwah. Cinnamon titties. Cinnamon titties. Delicious, I tell you. You know, for a small Addy, I didn't even think, to tell you the truth, it was going to perform like this. And as you can see, this thing is a lung hitter. I mean, it is an extreme lung hitter. And you can also adjust the vents. You can make them a little tighter of a draw if you wish. I kind of like them a little bit more open, like the way it is right now. Oh, it's just hitting so nice. And I still have to break in the cotton. So now I'm going to add some more. Oh, some more cinnamon titties, baby. Ooh, baby. Mwah. God, I love them cinnamon titties. Right up there with mother's milk, I tell you. It's unbelievable. This thing's unbelievable. Amazing. Totally amazing. Delicious. So guys, I'm going to put in the link in the descriptions where it can be obtained. I want to thank Vicious Ants for sending me this. Totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. Plus, I do have the Kraken, which is coming up next. Woo-hoo. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Live hard, baby, and vape hard. Forget about it.